Hello, everyone. I hope you are well. I hope you are well rested, and I hope you're having a good day slash night. How do you do? I'm very sorry I'm late. You're gonna have to forgive me tonight, guys. I'm gonna probably sound a little off. Um, I am currently in a metric ton of pain. I don't know why I'm in so much pain, but I'm in a pretty hefty chunk of back pain right now. Ugh. So if things sound a little off, just just know that's why. I'm doing everything I can to power through it. Just bear with me. Pain goes away. I do too. Lord help me. I've laid in the tub. I've laid on heating pads. I've tried icy hot. I've tried ibuprofen. Nothing's helped. I'll take that back. The heating pad kind of helps, but the second I come off of it, all the pain immediately comes screaming back. But how do you do today, dude? I hope you're well. I'm going to be doing my damnedest to not die, even though I'm going to be mostly primarily playing killer tonight. Well, I say that, but the killer queues are probably outrageous right now. Oh. Yes, how was your day? How do you do? How have things been for you, my friend? I hope things are well. I have not. Do you think they work better? Do you think that'd be a better option? Because right now I'll try anything if it works. I will happily try anything if I can get it to work. Oh, Lord help me. I would kill for some relief right now. There's slow release lidocaine patches. Oh, I've tried something with a different name, but pretty much the same thing. I haven't been able to find those anywhere in a long time. Ugh. God, dog, Lord help me. Yes, tonight though we are going to be playing more Dead by Daylight. We're going to be playing mostly killer matches again tonight because I'm going to be trying out Jason. I've been wanting to last longer than Icy Hot. Yeah, Icy Hot doesn't last for shit. It. It's like once it's done, I'm right back where I started. Cheat day. Yes, I have eaten today. I ate some chicken and rice today, and I ate a cheeseburger for lunch today. Oh, Lord help me. How are you doing today, Sherman? I hope you're well. I was just telling everybody here to kind of give them a heads up that I may seem a little off today because I'm in a lot of pain today. I have been on and off throughout the entire day, but it's been like worse within the last couple of hours. We almost didn't stream today, but I was like, nah, I already missed Saturday. I'm not missing again. We're going to do this again. And we're just going to try for the best. So we're going to play as Jason because I really want to play as Jason today. My back's been trying really hard to seize up today, and I'm not a fan of that right now. Ugh. Have a heating pad in your chair to possible help. Yeah, I've got one like I've got one sitting in my seat behind me. I have a medical grade heating pad that is putting in some hefty duty work today. So hopefully it keeps doing what it's doing. I have been very appreciative of my heating pad. To at least have something. Yeah, if I didn't have the heating pad, we would have gone to bed. I would have been apologizing to hell and back, but we would have gone to bed. I can only do so much. I just also have instances for your information. I assume you can handle it. Yeah, I can easily. Advil's not always my go-to. I usually go for ibuprofen over Advil. It seems to work a little bit better for me, but yeah, I can easily. Patch is gonna be putting on patches. Yay! Oh, ow. Okay. But yeah, today's battle plan, we're gonna be playing as Jason. I'm gonna be showing off some builds. The chalkboard thing's not 100% because I've been dealing with this pain for a good chunk of the weekend, and so we're gonna do what we can where we can. I will still be explaining the builds to people. Voltaren gel, it's over the counter and help my back when I don't have the CBD stuff. That might be worth looking into. I appreciate the advantages of having a community that has problems similar to my own. So you've had this issue for a few days. Well, it hasn't been as. It's been coming around in like random like spurts. Like first off, Saturday I had like stomach issues and went to bed, woke up Sunday, and the pain just showed up out of nowhere. It was excruciating. And then after a couple hours, I was fine. So we went about our day, so on and so forth. And then I want to say about 5, 6 o'clock, came back, just basically laid me the hell out. And then Monday, a good portion of the day was fine. I woke up without pain. Everything was okay. Everything was fine. Managed to do some very light things around the house. Got to play some card games with a couple of friends. And everything was fine. So I was like, okay, cool. It was just kind of a one and done, and it's okay. Then about 8 o'clock rolled around, and I was no longer fine. Like we were not okay. We were not happy. Then today it's been all day. It started small, and it has just progressively gotten worse throughout the course of the day. Because of my stomach. That's understandable. But yeah, so that's how it's pretty much gone, and I'm probably gonna have to get checked out soon, but I don't really want to because it's always fucking expensive. I'm just kind of like hoping and praying it goes away, please. But like I'm in a posture I'm not usually on. Like I'm leaning over my desk right now because the only position I have right now where my back's not screaming at me. I usually sit very straight in my chairs because it's usually what helps. It's not helping today. It is not helping today. So if I see a little off, if my character seems to just keep looking at his desk, that's why. Ugh. I've been trying to take care of myself. I haven't done anything super strenuous. I haven't been doing like tons of bed rest or anything like that, but I've been very. I've been trying to relax as much as I can. I'm out of Tiger Balm for once. Sure, it's not your appendix, right? Well, I don't have like any stabbing pains in my appendix. I'm not having any other troubles with food. I'm not having any abdominal pains. I'm not having any of that. It's just back pain, and it's back pain that I'm very well acquainted with. It's almost like pinched nerve kind of style back pain in the lower part of my back, like right above my tailbone. So help now, but you will get some patches. But you didn't have to send me anything. I appreciate, but you didn't have to do that. I was gonna look into finding a way to do it after stream. But I greatly appreciate it. But you really didn't have to do that. But yeah, I am sure it's not my appendix. I'm not dying. I've had this before. Peeps that have been here a long time Oh no, you would have some backups. For sure, sold out so fucking fast. Oh. But yeah, no, for people who've been here a while, y'all remember the great saga of back pain that was caused due to my chair. It's the same kind of back pain, but I know this isn't caused by my chair. I've got my chair fixed up. My chair is fine. I I don't know what I did. I probably slept wrong or something. But I am So I got the drowned Jason and the undead Jason. I've been thinking about getting the undead Jason. I have auric cells because I set them aside to buy Jason, and then Panda came in and was like, no. So I have Jason. You're not allowed to run out of Tiger Bomb. I usually don't, but I'm also the kind of person that helps everybody else out in the house. So whenever somebody else has pains or aches or this, that, and the other, I usually go through great lengths to try to, for lack of a better term, patch everybody up. So I introduce everybody to Tiger Balm, and I kind of run out. I'm always like, bam, here you go. Well, I know that, but I thought this time I had it. Oh, laughing too much hurts. Okay. Lord help me. Laughing hurts. Laughing hurts a lot. You know, sure, we're gonna go with that. We are. And you know what else? What else? What else? What else? And scooch. Aha! Skin. Because I had the auric cells, so why not? I don't get to get a lot of skin, so we did the thing. Huzzah! But yes, tonight we're replacing Dead by Daylight. Oh, no fire stream. No fire stream. Okay, so I have to be careful about fire-based streams where I live. I don't have to worry about it, like, being too much of a problem due to it always being soaking wet around here. But, I have to be careful of that kind of stuff, because I'm, like, right close to a main road. And most of the space that I could do so is very visible to the main road. It's not like it's a problem or anything, but like I don't want to have to deal with paperwork. Ugh. But no, what else? Check what thingy? Check thingy. What thingy am I checking? Where did I put that? Okay. What the hell? We got a notification. What is this notification? Panda, you're a ween! What is why? What is that even for? Buy Jason skins or what? Oh, Jesus. Oh. Get some words to the I've read it out. Get some Jason. I've read some Jason skins or whatever. So you want my thermite recipe by being have a nice bright hot fire. Get some hearts in the chat for Anth. Get some hearts in the chat for Panda. Anth has gifted 2 subs on Twitch. So get some hearts in the chat for Anth. I greatly appreciate it. Appreciate that. You didn't have to do that, but I greatly appreciate it. Lord help me. And then Panda's like, here, have $22 to get some skins and shit. So we need all the hearts in the chat, like now. Hearts stat. Ugh. I laughed so hard that hurt. God damn. Lord help me. No, I do not need to make thermite. Lord help me. Lord, I have a bunch of pyromaniacs in my chat. Hearts in the chat! Yes, please do excuse the fact that, like, I am gonna sound a little off today because of pain, but we're gonna play some Dead by Daylight. I'm gonna get some wacky smacks with Jason. I'm very hyped and excited for this. I have a few loadouts for Jason that I've been testing out and trying. Because we have a hinder build, an anti-loop build, an aura build, and then we have what I think is the meta build, the thing I keep seeing people say is like the best loadout for them. So we have a couple that I've worked on, we have a couple that I've found, and we have the consensus build. So we're going to see how this goes. Hey! Now we have a freaking hype train! Some hearts in the chat for Panda! Who's bad about that? Fire is also fire is, but Lord help me. Okay, so we're gonna play some Dibbidi. We'll play as the Jason. Q ain't bad, so we'll send it out. We'll chat with peeps here. I'm going to try this build first, since I've got some time to explain it. So with this build, it's an aura build. Its entire objective is to read auras and find out about peeps, and find out where peeps are. Fuzzy! Hype trade? Yeah, it's a hype trade. Lord help me. Get some more hearts in the chat. Jesus Christ. Y'all seriously don't have... Oh. Y'all seriously don't have to do that, but I greatly appreciate it. Lord help me. I need to read the build. I don't have a lot of time. I need to read the build. I'll get the thing here. We have to read the build. It's an aura reading build. Its entire objective is to tell you where people are at all times. First thing is turn back the clock after hooking a survivor. For the next 60 seconds, use E to target a generator so you can see within 20 meters, explode, lose in progress, and start regressing. On top of that, we put overwhelming presence. Whenever a survivor uses an item within 32 meters of you, they gain the exhausted status effect for 15 seconds. Whenever a survivor within 32 meters of you gains exhausted, you see the closest exhausted survivor's aura for 4 seconds. Ugh. Then we have Lethal Pursuer, which allows me to see everybody at start a trial for 9 seconds, and then I get to see them for an additional 2 seconds. One more, we hit goal. Wait, one more what? We have Gearhead. When a survivor takes damage for the next 30 seconds, whenever a survivor repairing a generator hits a good skill check, you see their aura for 8 seconds. So essentially, everything here is causing them to be known to the user. Now, where do we get the exhausted status effect used for overwhelming presence? We actually get that with our add-ons. After a jump scare, which is when I use my teleport to show up out of somewhere, inflict all survivors with Killer Instinct's detection range with exhausted for 13 seconds. Then overwhelming presence will then allow me to see them for 4 seconds and gain an additional 2 seconds off that, so 6 seconds because of... Lord help me, what is going on? Breathe, breathe, breathe. We're at a level 3 hype train. Jesus Christ. And apparently 76% of the way to the next one. What is going on? I appreciate it, but y'all don't have to... This isn't a Plan 33. We don't... Back, come on. Okay. Y'all don't have to do the thing. I appreciate it, but y'all do not have to do the thing. No, no Plan 33. Just because I'm hurt does not mean y'all get to just attack me for Plan 33. Plan 33 is help with back pain. Really do help to pay to go get it checked out. I'm not gonna lie, but still at the same time. Wait. Lord, I greatly appreciate you. My model can't even keep up with all the chaos that's going on right now. Lord, help me. Jesus Christ. Just for a tiger bomb, do you need? I mean, honestly, I usually just grab a jar, and that usually lasts a hot minute. This Planet 81 used for evil back attacks. Lord help me. Ow. God. Okay. Okay. We're okay. Don't do that again. Don't move like that again. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Lord help me. I greatly appreciate you guys. Jesus Christ.
I find your lack of faith.
Oh, this is gonna be pain. I'm gonna get to have more pain with back pain. Vader, no! Vader, no! I'm already hurting enough as is! Come on, man! Just Lord help me. So 3 jars? I mean, that's an awful lot. Panda! Get some more hearts in the chat for Panda. Lord help me. And we're on level 4? Jesus Christ. What the hell's going on? I swear, guys, I'll be okay. Level 4. Jesus Christ. I can't remember what our highest hype tree is. That seems pretty high to me. Oh, we have a fight. We have a fight. I got this. Everyone, it's okay. We can calm down now. I gotta wacky smack some peeps. It'll be fine. We have an inky dude. Level 7, 17% is the record. Okay. Wow, jeez. Oh, I remember the day we hit that. Jesus Christ, that was absurd. I don't think we gotta worry about that today. No. No hyped up? Or do you mean so hyped up? Ugh. Lord help me. Oh, flashlights. Yay. Yay, flashlights. This is gonna be great. If you get a membership for the next month, you'll get some Tiger Bomb. I mean, I was already planning on getting some Tiger Bomb. It's like you don't gotta do that just for me to get some Tiger Bomb. I usually like invest heavily in Tiger Bomb. So like you don't gotta feel like you got it. Like I promise I do things to take care of myself. I'm not gonna make anybody have to donate for me to take care of myself at any given point in time. I whether you give a membership or not, I promise you I will get some Tiger Bomb. Got some more merch for the website, so I got the rest of what I want. What all did you get? You sure you don't want the thermite? It'll melt through the pain and spine. Yeah, you know, I guess I wouldn't feel the pain anymore, but I'm kind of attached to my spine. Nobody. I don't hear anybody on anything. Here we go. What's up, buddy? So if the early smack, he is. Break this. Okay. What? I needed there. Go ahead and kick this. Got him! What? Cool. Oh. That's not gonna work there, bud. Whack. Are you really? We trading? That's not what I meant to do at all! They have boil over. Hang out for a bit. I need to go kick this. Okay. Oh, that was way off. Grab that. Hit him. Okay. He's gonna early drop. Yep. How did I whiff that? Got him. Two a boil over. Damn, okay. Get a spike. Let me see her over there. Kick. Gotcha. With that long swing, I missed. Let's see. Grab that. Oh. Get that. I need to remember I have turned back the clock. I need to actually use that. Should aim lower. Like that. We need to go into here. Kick Jen. Yeah, he thought I was going to go for the throw, and I did not. Smack. Got him. Quickly. Got a hook right here for him. there. And you go to that gen. Yep. I knew it. I had a perk I just basically did not use throughout most of that match. Hey, buddy. Got him. Grab him quick before they have their chance. There we go. So it says Darth Vader wouldn't fit in DVD. I'm just gonna look at it and be like, objection, Scooby-Doo. I mean, honestly, completely agreed. So they're all over at this door. Go. I need to grab hook. Yeah, you're going on a hook, buddy. I'm sorry. Oh, come on. Lord help me. Your buddy died. Going or not? Ooh. Ow. Go. But no, I want to see Darth Vader show up so damn bad. But no, I want to see Darth Vader in this so damn bad. Also, have a good night, Aunt. But no, I would kill to see Vader in this. Okay, so I need to remember to use my explodey perk, because I kept forgetting about my explodey perk. It's there for a reason. It's a newer perk. It's a perk for the first, and I'm having to remember how it works. Not that I've seen, at least not yet. The update didn't add in my dragon. Wait, what? What dragon? Russell, hello, Lunar Rocket. How are you? Yeah, no, they haven't added in a 10-year cake yet. Ah, who all did they add in this run of champions? So we're running this again. I gotta remember to use. Turn back the clock. Any notable mons added? Play estimated 6 minutes. So I can sit and talk with everybody for a minute. But yeah. So this is a build I'm trying out, which is the aura reading build, which we use with Gearhead. When Survivor takes damage for the next 30 seconds, whenever Survivor repairing a generator hits a good basic skill check, you see their aura for 8 seconds. Lethal Pursuer, which allows me to increase the time of which I see auras for by 2 seconds, as well as I get to see them for 9 seconds to start the match. I hadn't used it in so long, I forgot to use that properly at the start of the match, so that was my fault. Overwhelming Presence. Whenever a survivor uses an item within 32 meters of you, they gain the Exhausted status effect. Whenever a survivor within 32 meters gains Exhausted, you see the closest exhausted survivor for 4 seconds. This is hinders item use, but it also works in tandem with Sonarock. Whenever you do a jump scare action, all survivors within Killer Instinct's detection range gain exhausted for 13 seconds, which then the secondary effect of this allows you to see their aura for 4 seconds, which is technically 6 seconds with Lethal Pursuer. And turn back the clock is used to help blow up generators. I just need to remember to keep making people blow up generators. And with this, when a hook spike misses, all survivors within 8 meters of the impact scream and reveal their auras for 3 seconds, which in this case is 5 seconds. So essentially, everything that happens lets me see people. Got the Hoenn starters megas added. So Mega Swampert and Mega Sceptile and Mega Blaziken. Also, I wish Hoenn was here. I didn't get to tell him happy birthday on the Discord yesterday. But it was Hoenn's birthday yesterday. Speaking of Pokemon, I jumped... Oh, I forgot to send you a picture yesterday. Oh, what picture? I actually started playing back in the Pokemon TCG again. Oh! Wait, wasn't Houndstone already in the game? I could have sworn Houndstone was already in the game. I could have sworn we've had him for a minute. Ugh. Aren't we supposed to be getting, like, Mega Raichu in this one? It's in the newly added section? I could have sworn I already had him in this. That could be wrong. I like Houndstone. Houndstone would be a lot of fun to play with. But you sanded me, Panda. What? It's a toy store window filled with Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers stuff. It's got the new Power Rangers Ignite stuff, which has a Tyrannosaurus in it. Tyrannosaurus sword. That makes me excited. The Mega Raichu's rad as well. I thought so. And Sonic. Yeah, I saw Sonic. That's the Sonic Prime series? Yeah, Sonic Prime. I need to finish watching that. Was that out in Montreal? Panda's like, this has a window of all of his stuff. I have to send him the thing. I had a funny Pokemon interaction yesterday. I got to go and play a game of Pokemon with a friend of mine. A friend of mine invited me up to the shop that's local here in town and said, hey, sit and play with us. And I built a Team Rocket's Mewtwo deck recently. So I was like, you know what? Cool, we'll sit down. Well, we'll throw around. I played a guy in Pokemon and made his life a living nightmare. He does not want to play me again. I'm like, I'm going to start joining the tournaments here. He's like, man, I don't. If I had to fight you, I'm just going to pass the game. I was like, that's mean. It's a fun deck. It runs on some silly mechanics because all of the, like, it runs kind of like what you'd call a tribal deck in Digimon, where everything has to be like a tribal deck in Digimon is like everything comes off the same family, so it's all Greymon or all Tyrannomon or all whatever. It's all basically like a faction base. Well, since this is all Team Rocket cards, all the Team Rocket cards revolve around having other Team Rocket cards. So Pastor was like, he would love that. I would immediately be going in that store. I would immediately be walking in the store. Um, what's weird about it is none of the Pokemon have draw effects in the deck. I'm used to Pokemon usually having either draw effects or search effects. No, everything revolves around the Team Rocket supporters. But the Team Rocket supporters are ridiculous. They basically all have effects of A-Spec cards. Now, for people here that have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, in Pokemon, an A-Spec card is such a powerful tool, usually, that you can only have one A-Spec card in a deck. Not one of multiple A-Spec cards, so you can't have, like, one of, like, a stamp and one of, like, a field. No, you only have one A-Spec card in a deck. Period. Because of how powerful their effects usually are. They're usually a game-changing effect. With this, almost all the supporters have a variation of an A-Spec card. There's one of them that, if you play everything properly, lets you draw 10 fucking cards by playing one card. Well, you can basically, you draw up to 8. If you have the right card in the field, you draw up to 10. And if it's the only card in your hand, which you can easily do, you can literally play it, draw 10 cards. It's freaking insane. There's a game store in a mall there that had all sorts of collectibles, and there was a room in the mall with card vending machines. Oh, that's neat. More flashlights. Okay, I need to remember I have a perk that allows me to hit gens from afar, so I need to use that. But I'm starting to get my hits down with the projectile, so that's we're doing pretty good so far. Considering I'm learning the character, we're doing pretty good. Yay! This is going to be so blood point heavy. Even if I lose, I will have blood points. I will be okay. Should complain to the Canadians about their bacon. Technically, that's allowed in competition. Oh, yeah. Okay, so what restricts this is the fact that, for one, what makes it technically weaker than an A-Spec card is A-Spec cards can be played in tandem with supporters. Supporter cards, you can only play one supporter per turn, as well as the fact of none of the Pokemon in the Rockets in the Rocket team. There they are. None of the Pokemon in the Rocket team have draw or search power on them. Break that. Your flashlight's late. I see you with your stuff. We're gonna go ahead and hit you too. Got him. By the tree. So we're fine. Have a good night, dude. Alright, so we're off to a really good start so far. I've got 2 right here. Good for you. You're heading for your buddy. Let's take this route. Ooh, that was close. Gotcha. Grab that. Where are you at, buddy? Didn't go the exact way I wanted it to. Whack! Grab. Get the hook. Hit him, but I'm gonna go for her. Okay, we're on it today. Running forever. Oh, we'll take the blind. Here we go. Gotcha. Everybody ain't right here. I got you. Yep. Called it. I'll definitely admit it is a pain, but it's not my worst. Ooh, that was close. Just in the time frame for which I could see you. Missed. We'll take that blind, because I know which way you're going. Oh, missed. They put me back here. And they are running. Gotcha. Yeah, your buddies decided to run. They ain't gonna be there to pick you up. Ooh, we are on it now. Here. He's like, why'd you stop? Because you're going down, buddy. I'm sorry. You weren't in position. They're all there. Look at you. I've already got him off hook, but he's not who I want right now. They're like, bam. Man, you are fast. Let's do this. There you are. So I need the speed boost to be able to catch up to you. There we go. There you are, buddy. Got him. Got him. Oh, I could kill. Yeah! Gotcha. Oh, it's you again. Ow. If I can catch you with this, I get another one. What's up, buddy? Ooh, I whiffed. Okay. Try. Where's this other person? She held herself up. She should be suffering from the exhaust status effect. She's not close enough to me. Ah, right over there. There you are. Bunk! You're trying to avoid that spike like all get out. Nope. Grabbing this so I can catch you at range. Oh, come on, buddy. Ow. Nope. Stomp this. Oh, look, you got it. Grab. I missed. Grab. And you're going on a hook. I think you're staying relatively close by. There you are. Going back to help your friend? I really wouldn't do that. Oh, there you are. Ow! Where the hell is she? There we go. Punk. Let's get that kill. Hot damn. GG. Didn't really think I would wind up with GGs at the end, though. That is a mean build, because you just see people. The schedule of... Where did... I saw that chat show up and disappeared. Where did they go? Have to dip now. Have a wonderful night, Nettie! And there will be a schedule of the week. I had to change stuff up today, so that's the only reason why it hasn't posted. It'll post early tomorrow. I had some things I had to change around and move around unexpectedly, so I haven't released it yet. I started to make it and then had to go back and re-edit it. Kame! I'm playing mean builds today. I mean, this one right here is an insane aura build, because, like, you always see somebody on the map. It's ridiculous. It runs turn back the clock after hooking survivor for the next 60 seconds. Use E to make target generator. To make target generator, you can see within 20 meters, explode, and lose 10% progress, start regressing. Then we have overwhelming presence. Whenever a survivor uses an item within 32 meters of you, they gain the exhausted status effect for 15 seconds. Whenever a survivor within 32 meters of you gains exhausted, you see the closest exhausted survivor's aura for 4 seconds. Running Lethal Pursuer, which allows me to see them for the first 9 seconds of the match, and then increases all of my aura reading perks by 2 seconds. And then, give me 1 second here. We run Gearhead whenever a survivor takes damage for the next 30 seconds. Whenever a survivor repairing a generator hits a good basic skill check, you see their aura for 8 seconds, which is up to 10 because of Lethal Pursuer. So how do we make Overwhelming Presence work even better with us? Not only can you wait for him to use an item, but also with the Sauna Rock, after a jump scare, inflict all survivors within Killer Instinct's detection range with the exhausted status effect for 13 seconds. Which then means I get to see them for 6 more seconds. And then when a hook spike misses, all survivors within 8 meters of the impact scream and reveal their aura for 3 seconds, aka 5 seconds. So it's the I will always see people build. But I'm going to try a different build since we got that one to work out so well. We're going to try the hindering build. Now this one's interesting. This one is going to be the one I'm going to get the most flack for. I'm going to get some hella flack for this one. I know it. But it's going to be fun. Alright, so we're using Jason's perk, which is Hex Scared to Death. After you hook 3 different survivors, a dull totem ignites. While chasing a survivor, whenever you basic break a pallet, survivors within 13 meters scream and gain 13% hindered for 3 seconds. Then we have Hex Nothing But Misery. After you damage survivors with a basic attack 8 times, a dull totem ignites. Whenever you damage a survivor with a basic attack, they gain 5% hindered for 15 seconds. This one takes a while to set up, but it winds up being worth it in the end. Then we have Forced Hesitation. Whenever you down a survivor, other survivors within 16 meters of the down survivor gain 20% hindered for 10 seconds cooldown. Okay, so hindered slows you down. It makes you easier to be caught up upon. So you don't want to be hindered. Then we have Knockout. When a survivor drops a pallet, for the next 6 seconds, if they move 6 meters away from it, they gain 5% hindered for 5 seconds. So we have that and this that work in tandem with each other that just do crazy, bizarre things. Then we have Missing Corkscrew. Impaled survivors emit a 32-meter terror radius until the spike is extracted, thus making people not want to hang out with them for a while. I also gain undetectable from the time the survivor is impaled to 13 seconds after they extract the spike. So I get to be sneaky after I stab somebody. And then we have imprinted aluminum. This is like probably Jason's best add-on from everything I've been reading through. Injuring a healthy survivor with a spike inflicts the mangled and hemorrhage stats effects for 70 seconds. Mangled increases time required to heal by 25%, lasts for a set duration or until fully healed. For this, it lasts for 70 seconds. Hemorrhage regresses healing progress when not healing. aka if they start healing and run away or have to move somewhere, they basically go back to bleeding out. And increases blood trails left by injured survivors. This lasts a set duration or until fully healed. So all of this is just, let's see how mean we can be while slowing peeps down. Let me see if I can give you an exact definition on Hindered and Dead by Daylight. Yeah, it just reduces movement speed by whatever the percentile is. So, this is a nasty, nasty build, and we're going to have a nasty, nasty time with a nasty, nasty build. So let's try it out, shall we? Estimated wait time, 6 minutes. I like the fact that we only have 6 minutes. I was expecting us to be in 30-minute queues, like on the PTB, and I was going to be upset. It's like we have several builds built for this tonight to test out. We have the Aura build, the Hinder build, I have an anti-loop build, and I have the quote-unquote meta build, which has been what I've been seeing perks on average combo together with for Jason. Which we'll have to see how the meta build actually does, but I'm testing out the other builds first. So far, I like the Aura build, but I like Aura builds on most killers. So it's pretty much kind of a no-brainer. Y'all see how I play Nemesis. I run an Aura build with hyper-regression all the time. But I didn't want to just use the same build I've been using forever on Nemesis on Jason. So we're going to be testing some things out, see what one I like best. But I know we'll be playing a lot of Jason because he is stupid fun. Now, things to remember while fighting Jason. If you're a Survivor main or you're someone who plays Survivor more than you play Killer and you're having trouble dealing with Jason, a couple of tricks to note. For one, ducking when he's about to throw his stuff works just like it does on a lot of killers like that have projectiles, but also remember, he can aim up or down. So he can still be able to get you if you think you're too safe, if you're playing a little too cocky. But ducking right at the right timing can help you out tremendously. The queue is longer earlier, closer to 15 minutes. I mean, I'm usually playing later at night, so usually it does a little bit easier for me. Another thing to note when fighting Jason, when he's doing his teleport across the map and he disappears, second you see the fog, stop doing whatever action you're doing for a minute and crouch. If you're crouched and you're not doing an action, he cannot see you. But if you are running, if you are doing like a generator or healing somebody, he can see where you're at. When he can see you when he gets close to you. But if you're doing nothing and you're sitting there crouched, you are completely invisible to him, even if he's standing right on top of you. So please do keep this in mind. I've also been working on other killers, getting as many killers as I can up to tier 3 today. There is a Dead by Daylight blood point code to be aware of. You really want to use it. Trust me, you want to use it. Let's see. DVD code. What was it again exactly? The DVD code you want to use is DBD 10 birthday. It gives you 10 million blood points. This will expire by July 16th, so use it while you can. I grabbed it and immediately got Jason up to tier 3, and then got several of my other killers up. Yeah, that one right there. I got several of my other killers up to tier 3, so I can start having maxed out perks across the board. So we got Jason, the First, the Xenomorph, Chucky, the Knight. Actually, I already had all this at 3. Got the demo up to 3. Plague was already at 3. He was already at 3. Got the Clown up to 3. Huntress was already at 3. These other guys were already at 3. So basically, I went through and like anybody that I needed like their perks to be purple, I went through and was like, you're tier 3 now. Let's do that. But with 10,000 points, it's like, or with 10 million points, 10 million points is basically, you're going to easily get, like, if you start a character off at like 0, you're going to get up to like at least 9 prestige. Eight prestige and really close to 9, or 9 prestige. So, like, if you want to like super buff a character, you can, or if you're like me, you can easily like get 3. You get 3 full sets of people at like 0 to prestige 3 to get their perks across the board. But that was well worth it today, because I like, look at this. Like, he's only prestige 3, but all the way up to 9 is where I'm in purple. Quote copy, 10 million points, and it's gone. Yeah, that was me. It was gone real fast. Back. But yeah, like, I already have like most of his perks ready to go because of that. If I prestige him one more time, I'll probably have everything in purple. We got ourselves a good ways there, because like we already got that right there. Let's go and see how far it gets us. Beep. I've used all on Dwight because I want to get him prestige 100. I get that. Thanks for some funny moments with the crouching. I wish I'd been screen recording, because he grabbed a spike out of a stand right next to me where I was crouched. Then while he kicked my Jin, and got stunned, I moved. He started looking around for me and was like, I was like, bye. And now all of our perks are purple. Yay! I like seeing that. Because now I don't gotta worry about it. What does the lobby look like? I've got a... it's a Healy build. I think I have something that's good for that. Well, we'll stick with what we got for right now. So I want to test this build out. What's this build again? Yeah, this is the hindered build. Well, see, I thought about just, like, I almost did. I almost just threw it all on the dredge, because I kind of want to P100 the dredge. And I was like, nah. Listen, I had characters I needed to prestige to unlock perks. Hey, I get that. I completely get that. So which characters did you want to prestiging? For me, I went on a prestiging spree with for killer, because like I only play a few survivors, so as long as I at least have oh, I'm on an indoor map. This sucks for me. I'm not using the ore build. is here something. There we are. Whack! What's up, buddy? What's up, other buddy? Gotcha. Like this. Ugh, missed. Whack. You weren't paying enough attention. Your other buddy is close, but not close enough. I don't have shit for hooks down here. What's up with my hook placement? Oh, I'm not making it here. I'm not. She landed in front of me, though. That was weird. Smack. Gotcha. Kick that. Jesus, they're flying through generators. I do not have shit for perks or for hooks, though. Jesus Christ. Yeah, she's got to bowl over, so she's going to get out right before I get to it. Oh, I got it! Ha! All of my generators are fucking downstairs. How the fuck did I wind up all the way over here? What is... Ah! Y'all saw that! Gotcha. Take it. I don't know what they were doing. There we go. Where did I just see you go? Your stretch marks just disappeared on me. I need to disappear. go. The hook right here. Go for it. Yep. Should kick the gin. Bunk. You put yourself out as far as you could. But as long as I don't fall, you're going on a hook. There we go. Gotcha. Take you down. Problem is she's about to get off because I can't fucking get far enough to do anything about it. Nope. Can at least see the hook this time. Damn. I should have thrown it earlier. Okay. Gotta knock you down. Drop pallet, kick pallet. Grab that. Nope. I whiffed that hard. Need to increase my speed, but it didn't do me any good. Jesus. There's still 2 remaining? What about the other gate? Why did it put me? I hate this map. I hate this map. Ooh, I hate this map. It just put me downstairs. I wasn't aimed downstairs. but it put me downstairs. I have no quick access to upstairs. It's like, we're just going to immediately throw you downstairs. Like, what the hell? This map is... Yeah, no one brought anything to spread out the hook spawn. But yeah, no, the hook spawn on that was absolutely awful. I'm sure I can remember everybody I dumped points into now, but I know Nurse was one of them, since that was like the first one I thought of after the conversation the other day. Hell yeah. But yeah, no, that was rough. Let's try that shit again. I got a 7-minute timer this time. Check the rift. Damn, we got a good way into the rift. Yay, T. But yeah, there were so many places they could hide from being impaled that the hinder did not help. And I couldn't rely on my teleportation in that map at all, which I need for this. It's like my teleportation is like a big part of how this all works. Because I need to teleport to move faster than them. And it just was not happening. Especially when I'd be able to teleport and it teleports me to the wrong floor. Just not a good time. So, gotta work on that some. Okay. I need something for blood points. So I guess the pudding will have to do. I am kind of surprised they didn't give us like any kind of like. They usually do like for the anniversary or whatnot. They usually do like a basically a anniversary food item that increases your blood point gain by a metric ton. I knew we weren't doing the anniversary event like we've done in the past, but I thought they would have at least added that. But apparently not, and it's a sad day. But eventually, we'll get there. I see, this is always trippy to see. When you get to a certain point, there's just no perks left on the blood web. So it's just grab whatever the hell you need. Oh. This really decrease the distance between sacrificial hooks. That could be worthwhile. Because that, you always have a hook next to you when you need to grab a spike. Because that's like the only real major downside when playing Jason is that, like, you have to grab spikes constantly. You need to be grabbing spikes, like, all the freaking time. And, if you wind up grabbing a spike, but it's your closest hook to be able to hook somebody, you no longer have a hook to grab. If you grab a spike off of a hook, you no longer have a spike to hook somebody on. So you have to be very careful what you grab and when. Because you can leave yourself kind of stranded. And that is never fun. It's like, oh, well, what do we do now? How do we hook the dude? How do we get them on there? Okay, so we now have Jason, which we've wanted Jason forever. We now have Art the Clown confirmed. We have Scooby-Doo coming. Mostly as cosmetics, but we have Scooby-Doo. So the next question is, what is next? What could be next? What would you want to see be next? What do y'all think? Everyone knows I want Vader. I want Vader like super duper bad. But I'm kind of curious as to what other killers we could have from like anime now. Because we have the Attack on Titan killer skins. We have the bear for the Oni, which is from Night of the Living Cat. What else would be a good one to add? We have the Junji Ito collection for cosmetics. See, I keep sitting here thinking through anime that I've watched and trying to think of what would translate well into a DVD killer. And I can't think of a ton that would, because we got Tokyo Ghoul, and that one actually was surprisingly more fitting than I thought it would be. But I'm trying to think of like one of the ones that immediately comes to mind. I couldn't see being anything more than like just Kaneki 2.0, which would be Lucy from Elven Lied. And originally I couldn't see that happening at all because I thought it would be too far, but we have Art the Clown. There's nothing too far anymore. But looking at the powers and everything, they would basically just be Kaneki. They would work like Kaneki all over again with their vector arms, because their vector arms will basically work like tentacles. She moves like how Kaneki moves in this game. So I don't think I could see her because she would just be a glorified reskin. Atom Smasher from Edge Runners. He is scary. I'll easily give the fact that he's scary enough. The problem is that everything he has is long-range guns, like guns. I don't know how they would be able to implement him. He could be fun, but I've also said I don't know how they'd implement a lot of characters, and many of them have been implemented well enough, so maybe. Maybe. I know who the killers or who the survivors would be. That would be David and they'd be David and Lucy for that. Mainly because they couldn't add Rebecca because she's too short. She's too short for a survivor. So who else could there be? If you're an Edge Runners fan, go to watch the Wuthering Waves collab. I downloaded Wuthering Waves just because of the Edge Runners event. I know a lot of people wanted Pennywise. A lot of people thought Art was going to be Pennywise. I called Art for a hot second and had it confirmed the second I saw that both Jason and Art were both back in the Fortnite shop at the same time. I was like, yeah, it's definitely going to be Art. So a lot of people were focusing on the balloons and that there were all the multicolored balloons, but they had the red balloon at just the right time for stuff. I was like, nope, there's balloons everywhere. It's Party Clown. It's going to be Art the Clown. It has to be. Like, I think Art was the only thing that didn't like catch me by surprise in this. Got him. That's one down already. Flashlight ain't fast enough. Yep, knew that was gonna happen. What do you want, buddy? Get out of my way, dude. Gotcha. Woo, that was a good shot for me. I am very proud of me on that shot. Did y'all see that? Smack. Getting in my way. The fuck was that? Nope. Grabbing you. Nope. Where are you? Right, that's still going down. Oh, you ran all the way back over there. Yeah, I knew what you were trying for. Your friend's got to make a choice. It wasn't the right one. You need to go sit down somewhere. I get it, you thirsty for Jason. But damn, you gotta chill. Smack. Got that hit. Grab that. What, you want to go for the flashlight? You want to go for a flashlight? We can try that. There we go. Now you figured it out. Great timing. What's up, bud? Oh, they found that totem and immediately ate it. Hey, buddy. Yeah, your friend got you hurt. Yeah, she sandbagged you. Man, I don't know what is her issue, man. But she getting people killed over here. Well, now I don't gotta deal with that anymore. Into this one. Nothing here. They unhooked him. Yep. Had a prediction he might be over here. Boop. I don't know how I whiffed that bad. Faye has already convinced herself that this is Hatch game. There we go. Yeah, you don't got a whole lot to work with over here. Time. Gotcha. Yep, sorry. That didn't work. Yoink. Oh, he DC'd. He was like, nope. I'm about to get some flack today. I don't know what was up with Sable, man. Oh, they all left. They're like, nope. I'll still put my GGs. Like, y'all saw, like, how that was going down. I was like, damn. There wasn't shit I could do about it. Sable carry. Let's see. Built to last, prove thyself, iron will, urban evasion. Sable wasn't even built to like run like the super troll build. Like, why was she doing what she was doing? It doesn't make any sense. Like, she was just putting herself in a bad spot. It's not every Sable, but it's always a Sable. I mean, you're not wrong. Like, Brandon, you saw that, right? Because she got most of them killed fast. And running the hindered build like that, like on a map like this, it was great. So match also got us all killed. Like it's almost like they were trying to get everybody killed. Dead Hard, Adrenaline, Urban Evasion, Deja Vu. I felt kind of bad for him. This person was definitely like doing a play it safe build the entire way through. The Fang seemed to know what she was doing. I felt bad for the Jake, because Jake got killed purely because of Sable. Like, Sable screwed him. Sable decided to self-care with 2 people on hook and the 3rd down. Jesus Christ. That's not a good way to go about it. I did feel kind of bad about that. I was like, damn. Right, so that's how the hindered build works. It works great. It slows people down, and that's what you need. Like, that's the whole trick for that, was just, like, massive slowdown. Now let's try this one. I've been hearing a lot of fun things about using him for anti-loop, but looping is usually, like, is like one of my weaker points in a lot of these games. So we're going to see how this goes. Right now we're running Hex Blood Favor. When trial starts, a double totem ignites. Whenever you damage a survivor, upright pallets within 32 meters of them are blocked for 15 seconds. Disillusion. Dredge perk. Actually quite familiar with this one. 3 seconds after a survivor takes damage. For 20 seconds, the next time a survivor fast vaults a pallet while within your terror radius, it gets destroyed. Then we have Hex Undying to keep Blood Favor alive, because what it does is it, when the trial starts, a double totem ignites. When another Hex totem is blessed or cleansed, it replaces this one and keeps any tokens it had. And then for some slowdown, we have Pain Resonance. 4 random hooks become Scourge hooks. You earn 4 tokens. The first time each survivor is hooked on a Scourge hook, spend 1 token, and then the generator with the most progress explodes, loses 20% progress, and starts regressing. Survivors repairing it scream. On top of that, we're running the Coroner's Coffee. A cup of coffee that went unfinished. I love that. That is so depressing, though. But I was like, this was the main reason I wanted to run this build, was just because I was like, there's a build that runs coffee cup. I was like, bitch, say less. Increases the distance survivors are pushed by spikes by 25%. And then you gain 8% haste for 3 seconds. Mario, what are you doing? Coffee break! I didn't ask for coffee! Ow! Ugh. Thanks for that, Fuzzy. Gain 8% haste for 3 seconds after injuring a survivor with a spike. And then Imprinted Aluminum, we talked about this one before, but it's still great. Injuring a healthy survivor with a spike inflicts mangled and hemorrhage stats effect for 70 seconds. Don't leave that coffee unfinished for Jason. Oh. This should work out great. I need more pudding. But yeah, so this is the build. Should be a fun one to run. It's supposed to be very anti-loop heavy, and from the sounds of things, from reading all this, it should work that way. I've run a couple of these anti-loop techs before. Like, I've run Disillusion. I run it on Dredge. And it works very well. So I think putting that on top of just telling pallets no with blood favor, plus we already tell pallets no that we spawn at, between all these, it should work great. And then we all know how pain resonance works. Let's see. Comedy had mentioned something, so I'd asked. I'm going through a mental list of horror anime and I'm drawing a blank for ideas of what they could add for new characters that aren't just skins. That was a great shot. Thank you! One Star Wars killer besides Vader I'd like to see is Darth Sion because he's terrifying and his force abilities technically work well within DVD. See what I want. I can't remember his name now. It makes me really mad. I can't. I want the battle droid that went through killing stormtroopers. No, the best one. The best one. The fucked up C-3PO. Oh, fuck. What was its name? The scary C-3PO. They even put an Easter egg to it in freaking Lego Star Wars. Yeah! Nobot. It is a C3PO style droid. Also known in Star Wars canon as the Ghost Droid. It is a terrifying, obscure piece of background Star Wars lore. He is heavily scarred, blood-stained droid roaming Mos Espa that only speaks in the final recorded cries of a murder victim. And he has a hidden Easter egg quest in Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. It's freaking ridiculous. So we can get more info on the Ghost Droid. I would love to see that done up as a character. See if we got more. What else is this? Is a 3PO series protocol droid that constantly walked the streets of Mos Espa on the planet Tatooine. The droid wandered aimlessly across the deserts of Tatooine, and the only thing truly known about it was that it was a resilient unit despite its travels. It would always find its way back to Mos Espa. The droid became the subject of several tales and anecdotes, most notably from the aging marketplace vendor Jira. For Lord, I can't remember what that unit measurement is in this. Yeah, for 2 currency, the old vendor would tell her story. Jira claimed that Nobot had witnessed the murder of a young pregnant girl, while some believed the 3PO unit was the killer. Apparently, Nobot would play the audio recording of the incident, featuring the young woman pleading for her life and screaming in horror as the deed was done. Beyond that, rumors persisted claiming that the droid was surrounded by evil spirits or the dark side of the Force. Repeated attempts to destroy Nobot failed, sometimes with unexplained adverse effects for the droid's antagonists. Jira's fellow vendors, listening to her repeated tellings of the story, would eventually develop their own versions while trying to compete with her. Like, Jesus Christ. Let's see. At the rate of 2 currency per telling, Mos Espa marketplace vendor Jira would tell her version of Nobot's tale. When her, Nobot had been the only surviving witness to the murder of the young pregnant woman. Apparently, Nobot had initially been seen in Mos Espa decades ago, bearing scorch marks from blaster fire and covered in dried blood. In addition to that, Nobot's serial number had been scored off, preventing identification of the unit. Its communication module was apparently known to play back the recording of the murder, with audio of the victim screaming and pleading for help. A long period of static would follow the recording before Nobot would repeat the whole thing. Some believe the 3PO unit was the murderer of the event in Jira's tale. More incredible rumors claim that Nobot was surrounded by evil spirits of the dark side of the Force. Tusken Raider youths who attempted to use the unit for target practice would, for instance, find their weapons either backfiring or jamming. Swoop gangs would try and destroy Nobot with hooks and chains, only to have their vehicles' engines malfunction or have their steering vanes shorn off. Farm boys attempted to take the droid out to the Dune Sea, or the Great Pit of Carkoon, but would later learn that the droid had found its way back to Mos Espa. Some heard Jira's tales, such as fellow vendors, effectively stole the story and made their own modifications, adding functional enhancements when they would sell their version, competing with Jira. As of 32 BBY, the droid is still wandering devoid of purpose. Oh, the murder droid, I forgot, right? I love the lore and story behind this. Oh, we're missing a peep. There we go. Alright, so this is the anti-loop. We're going to try the anti-loop and see how it goes. You know, the murder droid, which was a B1 battle droid that painted itself red and would go around killing stormtroopers. It had it modified its own arm to have a spiked weapon and would freaking like run around wearing bones of things it killed. Like, yeah, that one was like ballistic. See, this is stuff that I wish like would appear in all the stuff that people like see frequently, so they could have like weird, fucked up shit in Star Wars. We had somebody dip. Why did you dip? Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. We got two shirtless hunky dudes here. I'm gonna have an interesting time. What's up, Jaden? Darsaw is terrifying as well. I'm not as familiar with him, but it sounds familiar. I think I should be familiar with them. We have been playing the slashy boy. He's been doing the wacky smacks. We've been getting some hella kills with him. But how has your day gone, Jaden? Well, there's two hunky dudes of mine went immediately just gay. One of them is, like, confirmed. That would be, David. No one expected it to be David when they announced that. I was like, I saw it coming. It's like, I'm oblivious to a lot of shit, but I could see it. Oh, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about now. Okay, let's go for some wacky smacks. Beware my shovel of justice! What's up, everybody? Got him. I went for the animation and failed it. Got him. What's up, buddy? Oh, I got you over here. I can injure somebody else. Like the prospect of that. David for David. We'll take that. Get out of the way. Y'all are trying for it today, aren't y'all? Alright, so we can replace you with you. Man, we're on it today. This hook getting a workout and everything. Whack. She's trying to get to him. Yeah, it's not gonna work like that. You made that shit way too obvious. Kick that. Making sure that's the one. Oh, I still hear you. There you are. What's up, buddy? Ooh, they sped up real fast there. What the fuck? Smack. Oh, I hear evil laughter. I'll take that. Ow. That one hurt. Gotcha. Woo! Patty, you should be so proud of me! Just barely. Oh, I'll take that. Break that quickly. And get me some speed on this. You're going on a hook. I'm going to put you specifically on the Scourge hook. Beep! Cause that one to regress. They got my totem. Sad for me. What's up, buddies? Shit kick. What's up, buddy? Bonk! Go down slow. You lay down, you lay down. Bonk. Okay. Yay! I'm gonna put you on an explodey hook. I hear you, bud. I'm gonna put him on this hook. He went to go help her out. I advise get out of my way. I will put you back down. Smack, take it. You're not the one I want. But you know what? You're the one I'm definitely going to take. You wanted to be that guy. You got to be that guy. Yoink! should kick that. In here? No? Okay. Just thought we'd double check. Go. Down she goes. Dead. Yep. And he's not far from here. The door's all the way over there. You know, he's at this door. You have power to come back as quickly as possible. I could have sworn I saw that glowing red a minute ago. Yep, right there. What's up, buddy? Oh, no. Oh. I know he's about to be on fire, but I think he's got bigger problems than the fact he faces the wall there. There we go. That build is nuts. That build is nuts. I love that build. Like, Lord help me. I love that build. That was fun. That was ridiculous. That was mean. I'm not even gonna lie, that was mean. Ah. Damn, that hurt, though. Hunter's Instinct, No One Left Behind, Deja Vu. Let's see. They had Unbreakable, Plot Twist, Sprint Burst, and Blood Rush. What's Blood Rush do? I'm not familiar with that one. Until all generators are completed, whenever you are unhooked for the next 60 seconds while exhausted, use E to lose exhausted instantly. Ooh, that would have been great against my last build. Let's see, we'll make it whenever you unhook a survivor for 90 seconds. You know, the survivors, I already know this. Desperate Measures, No One Left Behind. Inner Strength, Dead Hard. Man, she was trying so hard. I felt kind of bad for her. She was trying so hard, but it was just not good timing for her effects. Okay, that did super well, super fast. Like that just works. So we will remember that build. The anti-loop build, which was Hex Blood Favor, which lasted a long time. Whenever you damage a survivor, upright pallets within 32 meters of them are blocked for 15 seconds. This severely punishes people that like to hang around and try to like do like people that are too altruistic, people that are trying to like save people all the time before getting hooked. This stops that a lot. Disillusion, 3 seconds after a survivor takes damage for 20 seconds. The next time a survivor fast faults a pallet while you're within your terror radius, it is instantly destroyed. That worked out well for us once. Hex Undying kept this alive for like an additional like 2-3 minutes past it being relevant. And then Scourge Hook, like that's pretty much what kept the generators at bay. This is good. This is insanely good. This is silly fun. But I can tell you, if you run this build, a survivor is not gonna like you. Lord, are they not gonna like you? Especially when you have like the coffee mug to gain 8% haste after injuring a survivor with a spike. And then you gain, then you have anyone who gets spiked suffering from mangled and hemorrhage. Like that's just, that's it. It's done. It is done. So let's see how the meta build works. Alright, so we have Hex, Thrill the Hunt. When the trial starts, Dull Totem ignites. We're already familiar with this with the last build. For each Dull and Hex totem remaining, you have 1 token. For each token, survivors bless and or cleanse. Totems 12% slower. Then you have Hex Pentimento. You see the auras of cleansed totems and can rekindle each once. Within 16 meters, survivors see the auras of rekindled totems. While a totem is rekindled, survivors heal and repair 20% slower plus 3% for each additional rekindled totem. So this slows down healing tremendously. When all 5 totems are rekindled at once, they are blocked. Which can be an absolute nightmare if played right. Hex Ruin. While a generator is not being repaired, it regresses by 150% speed. Then we have Hex Hive Mind. First time you hook a survivor, a Dull Totem ignites. The auras of generators show their progress. When 1 generator remains, all generators explode, lose 10% progress, and start regressing. Then the Hex Totem is extinguished. This just sounds mean. Like I haven't run this one yet, but this sounds like something akin to something similar from the past on Nemesis. This is going to be a time. So we'll bring a party favor. On top of that, we're bringing the Sauna Rock, which makes jump scare exhaust players for 13 seconds, which kills exhaustion perks. And the Imprinted Aluminum, which is when they get hit with a spike, they gain mangled and hemorrhage for 70 seconds. This should be silly. This should be fun. This should be fun for me. I don't know how much fun it's going to be for everybody else. But I should have a blast, and I hope y'all will have a blast watching it. Because this is going to be mean. Okay. And we got 8 minutes to kill. Now, I am going to warn this is probably going to be our last match of the night, because by the time I play this, it should be probably about 1:30. So this is probably going to be the last match of the night, because I've got to get up super early to take music to work. And we got to go from there. But yeah, what do y'all think of Jason so far? Because, like, so far, I'm fucking loving this guy. Lord help me. And, you know, we could get a Tokyo Ghoul crossover again. Like, they could give us another one, but this time give us a skin for Jason. They won't do that because he's a license killer. They're not going to mix the licenses. But it would have been cool because there's a Jason in Tokyo Ghoul. But we could get it for the Trapper. Jason's super fun to play against. I had fun playing against him when I played during the PTB, but I haven't played against him since the PTB. I've been playing as him. I played as him some more on the PTB, and then I've been playing him all night tonight. I need to do more matches against him. I know what my weaknesses are from playing him, but I need to actually see them implemented in practice. But I think Jason is probably going to become my main for a hot minute because he is so insanely fun to play. He does so much crazy shit. And so many perk loadouts work so well on him. I think so far the favorite build for me is the loop is the anti-loop build. But I think this has some potential to be an absolute nightmare. I've just got to remember to stay on my totems. Which people are strong believers in. If it glows, it goes. So that should work out. I love how his teleport works. Because his teleport works a lot like Dredge, in my opinion. It works closer to Dracula, but it feels like Dredge's teleport. Jesus nasty. Ooh boy, is he. Like, he is hell on wheels. Which is what we needed for him. Because, like, Jason, like, in his movies is, like, the unstoppable force, basically. Like, that, so he kind of needed to be that way, but he does have some decent counterplay to him if you're paying enough attention. As I said, when he teleports, crouching is your friend. When it comes to his aim, ducking at the right times is your friend. And if you can last long enough after his teleport, he becomes very slow after his teleport. Like, he becomes mega slow after his teleport. So, there are things that do kind of keep him in check. You have to be teleporting a lot, and when you're teleporting, your ability to find people isn't as easy, but you're moving super fast. So, like, recovering from that's not hard. I've only whiffed to teleport a couple of times. Getting his aim down is the trickier part. I mean, I think I've had some really nice shots tonight. Especially considering usually my aim's kind of garbage with most range killers except for Nemesis. But he does silly stuff, man. The other thing you have to be careful of is a lot of times, like, when you take a hook, when you take a spike, if you take it from a hook, you have to be careful because now you got to wait 30 seconds for that to come back. So if you take that immediately down somebody, then you better have another hook close by. I honestly think Putrid Oak is a good item for him for an offering because it makes most of your hooks closer, which can be absolutely great when you're having to grab hooks to get new spikes. Also, he has trouble in indoor maps. Like, I'm already seeing the problems with indoor maps because, like, the game especially, because you have places you can teleport anywhere where there's a breakable pallet, a window that you can vault, or a breakable door. He can teleport to any of those three locations. And he can teleport to them whether they have the breakable thing or not. And you can use the teleport to break them, which is great. Gives you great momentum. Or it keeps your momentum going while you're breaking stuff. So it's worth it in that regard. But because of that, if you're in a multi-level area, like a place that has like a first and second floor, and you go to teleport and they both have a teleport location in top and bottom, sometimes it's just going to throw you in the top for no reason, or it's going to throw you in the opposite of where you need to be. Gideon Meatpacking Plant, the game, the Jigsaw map was super rough for us, because we'd wind up using the teleport and wind up downstairs when we need to be upstairs, or upstairs when we need to be downstairs. Most of the time, we went up downstairs for very rough effect. As well as we had horrible hook spawns for that, so I couldn't get. I had 2 instances where I had to let somebody drop that were rough. And it does honestly seem like Boil Over is a great counter pick to him, because if he breaks a hook to throw one at you, and he manages to hit you and down you, if he doesn't have another hook close by, that long trek is going to guarantee you get out. Which is definitely why I'm seeing so many Boil Over plays today. One of the fastest ways to counter adjacent would definitely be Petrified Oak plus Boiled Over, which is already like a rough combination to begin with, because it allows you to get out of hooks faster, or allows you to get out of grabs faster, but then it also spreads everything out. So there's going to be a lot of looking around on how to make that less of a problem for him. But we will see how things go for that. So. All right. Let's ready ourselves up. I've got the loadout that I want to run. We're going to see how it goes. I think this one has a lot of potential, because I've run builds similar to this in the past that did fairly well. I don't like that I can't see any of this. That's got to be fucking Petrified Oak. That's got to be a lot of fucking Petrified Oak. Watch that. Everything that I just talked about is what I run into. Watch me run into a team with a hard counter of Boiled Over plus 3 Petrified Oak. You watch that shit. I will be so irritable. Oh, that's going to be interesting. This is going to be a rough one. I can already tell you this is going to be a rough one. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Okay, so the build loadout I'm working should compensate for what I'm about to run into to some degree. Oh, this is an interesting map for that to be the problem, though. Oop. Smack. He's gonna go for the pallet drop. I'm gonna go ahead and break the pallet. Yep. There he is. Ooh, good run, good run. Ooh, I whiffed that hard. Got him. And he's down. Oh, they've got one. So they got Ruin. Smack. Got him. I'll kick that Jin because they're already making too much progress. Got him. And I got you. Break this. Break this. Took you down. And hook right here. I hear you. There you are. What's up, buddy? I have a mystical hook right here. That. So you run off. Oh, I got caught on the rock. I got fat shamed by a rock. And keep ducking. That rock keeps catching me. Right there. Hey, buddy. Got him. Hook spot. Right here. Oh, we're already down a player. Shit. Whack. Got him. Okay. Smack! Got him. I don't want to put him here because he's going to stare down that fucking totem. Damn, they are not doing objective right now. Guess let's take this one for now. There you are. Hey, buddy. Got her. Ooh, that was a good shot. I don't know where the last guy's hiding. But I think he's just trying to run the clock out. Oh, Jeebus. What's up, Quickie B? How you doing? Yeah, they're just letting people bleed out. Nope. Man, I don't even need to use my teleport to get back and forth between these spots. Maybe he'd found a key. Where the hell is he? There we go. Gotcha. And down he went! Wake, you can't sleep? Why can't you sleep? BAM! That build was ridiculous. It's like, because they really could not do much. Man, feels bad. What were they running? Okay, Balanced Landing, Unbreakable, Saboteur, and Resurgence. They're running Windows, Balanced Landing, Lithe, and Dead Hard. This is not a great build to run, because like with this, like it's all exhaustion perks. With the exception of Windows. Like Balanced Landing, if you fall from a high place, then you wind up suffering from exhausted after you get away for that bit of time. On top of that, you go through a window, you have exhaustion for a short time. And with this one, like they didn't have anywhere high to land from, so that perk was basically useless the entire time. Dead Hard works in saving you in a pinch. Let's see. Nancy had Fixated, Decisive Strike, Prove Thyself, and Better Together, but never really had the opportunity to use Decisive. And then the other Dwight had Decisive, Windows, Sprint Burst, and Finesse. Which, for that was like, that build was good. It's like, the first Dwight and the Nancy were running pretty decent perks, with the Nancy running a pretty good support setup, and then Dwight running a you ain't holding me setup, basically. But it feels bad for this one right here, because like the 3 exhaustion perks, if you are exhausted at any point in time, none of the other 2 perks work. Having it also be where there was no high places to fall from, one of their perks was completely made like useless the entire fight. So they had 2 they could use. If they used Lithe, they couldn't use Dead Hard. If they used Dead Hard, they couldn't use Lithe. So they were screwed both ways. Damn, that was rough for them. Not gonna lie, that was rough for them. Because this was good. This was good. This was coldly efficient. Because they have to do totems, and they were trying. This makes it where the totems go slower. Because you automatically have 2 totems right off rip, and then after you hook a survivor, you have a 3rd totem right off rip. So you got 3 totems, which immediately makes Thrill of the Hunt just go boop and become oppressive. And then Pentimento allows you to rekindle any totem they kill off. This was ridiculous. I see why this is so heavily used. Combat on top of the items used in this fight. Yeah, they were screwed. Yeah, and this guy was like in real trouble, because every time he ran into me, the person with the exhaustion perks, every time they ran into me was via a jump scare. So they were exhausted automatically, so they couldn't use Lithe, Dead Hard, or Balanced Landing. This one little rock killed this entire build immediately. They were basically, the only thing that they had going for them was they had Windows opportunity to see where every vaulting point was, and that was it. They were kind of screwed. I feel really bad for that one. They got hurt really bad. Huh. That was nuts. Let's check out the rift before we end for the night, because we want to see where we're at. We're on 47. Okay, so like it's funny because like the things that I want the most in this pass, there was one thing that I wanted like the premium for, which is what I have, which was this outfit. I like this outfit a lot, so I wanted that. But most of the stuff I want for this is actually in the freebie, because I mean, look at this outfit. Look at that silly boy. I love that outfit. God, I can't wait till we get to that. And once I get this, I will never have another banner. It'll just be cats. Because you must always have cats. But note to self, okay, so that build doesn't come out against friends, because that'll be mean to use on friends. Cannot use the meta build on friends. That's rough. This outfit's kind of cool too. I do like some of the outfits in this a lot, but I really love the gesture outfit. But I will have the cats. We will use cats. Oh, oh. Speaking of cats, before we go for the night, uh we uh we may have another cat soon. I've got to work a few things out. I got to make sure that we can. I know we can afford to like have another cat. That's not really the issue, but I got to make sure that I can afford all of the upfront costs of getting the vaccinations, getting the cat fixed, this, that, and the other. Um, it's another boy, and what wound up getting us on this um, was, and this is going to wind up being, it's going to if we wind up getting him, he's going to wind up being my birthday present to Mizu, because we're going to have to take what I have set aside for birthday present, put it towards Cat, which she was over the moon and more than fine with. um, but the thing that got us, like that like kind of solidified it, was the fact that it's an itty bitty all black kitten, which we know how hard it is to like for black cats to get adopted out. That still trips me out to this day. Like, I've never understood that. I didn't think people were that superstitious, but I've had several shelter owners tell me about how long black cats wind up staying in shelters and how long that winds up being a thing. So I was like, you know what? Nope, screw it. We talked it out. We talked it over with the roommates. We talked it over with everybody else, and they were the roommates were kind of surprised that there was even any kind of like questioning on whether or not this cat was coming home with us, kind of type deal. So in the next few days, we'll know. Give me a second here. I will show you a picture of the baby. Go. You're going to see this, and you're like everybody's going to completely flip shit. Everyone's going to completely flip shit. I know this because I know you guys. Okay, are you ready for like a cuteness overload? Because I don't think you are. Beep. Itty bitty baby. Oh my god. Itty bitty baby. Why did I get bugged? Oh shit, it's so cute, right? Don't bug me. So, for reasons, what are you getting him so I can steal? Well, see, that was another big thing. Is like, uh, one of our roommates. It's one of our roommates' coworker who acquired this itty bitty baby, and they've been trying for like well over a week, almost two, to try to find this little dude a home. And everybody's noping out of the itty bitty baby because we were like, well, if it finds a home, we're not going to argue it. Like if he finds a home, cool, that does the thing, but he's not been able to find a home. So he's found a home. The tiniest of meows. He will probably for like the first little while be y'all probably hear him on stream for the first little while because I'll probably be the one doing a lot of like his startup care for when he gets here. But look at him. He's a baby. Lord, I haven't had a kitten in years. I mean, years and years. Um, Last time I had a kitten was the little cat called Little Cat. And B's gonna be like, who the fuck is this? B's has already decided on the name for the itty bitty baby here. This baby will be named Crowley. So I better get to meet him while he is a baby. Just look at them. Itty bitty baby Crowley. And as you'll note in the picture, he's got a black nose. He's got uh black foot pads. So he's most likely a Bombay cat like Beans is. Because that's usually like your telltale sign is usually American short hairs and stuff like that. So want a third cat? No, no, no. Everyone's already making the joke that we're the witchy house that's going to have like an army of black cats. We do not need another cat. Does that mean Buddy is that tattoo? Because it is that too. Because he's got the black beans and the black snoot. Usually, you can tell by two ways. One is by the appearance. You'll have like they'll have black pads and a black nose and have all black fur. Um, and then the other way you can usually tell is by how they act. Um, Bombay cats are usually very much they're kind of jokingly referred to as like the dog of the cat world, or at least they were for a very long time because they have more dog like mannerisms. They want a little more attention. What's up? I'm talking about Cato. I thought you'd already gone to bed.
No, I just finished making the body of the present.
Mm.
But it's like it's almost as big as the two-headed bunny
Mm.
that I first saw.
Gotcha. But yeah, they usually want more attention. They are, um, they're a little calmer than most other cats. Like they're like super chillax cats for the most part. Basically, for anybody here who's met Beans, that's like apparently the definition of what a Bombay cat is. So if like your cat's anything like Beans, that's probably a good indicator.
Did we tell them what the name of this is?
Yep, Panda was like, that is a W name. W name means to win. Why you make the pouty face? Stop that. But yeah, no, the name Crowley was received very well. Also, they're here.
Why is he still awake?
I asked the same thing. Apparently, he can't sleep tonight. He doesn't know why. The difference is Buddy is skinny AF. He eats like he ain't though. See, usually like that's another thing. Is usually they're stockier. They're stockier, bulkier build. Like because Beans is a pretty chunky boy, but he's also pretty muscular. You ready to go to bed? Right. I'm wrapping up here, so I'll probably be in bed shortly after. Love. So usually a little bit like stockier in build, but that's not necessarily like going to be a guarantee because like a lot of these cats, like even Beans, is probably a mix of something else in there. No, this is a kitten review stream now. But no, when he shows up, we'll definitely make sure that everyone can see him. Everyone knows who he is, so on and so forth, all that good jazz. But like, what I gotta do first is I've gotta like gotta make sure I have everything set aside uh for vaccinations, getting him fixed, and we're gonna have to pay an additional pet deposit for him showing up, and we're gonna have to go from there. So yay, excitement! But we have EB baby. And look at him, like, look, man, I could say no to a lot, but like even I couldn't say no. It's like my weakness is black cats because I have a bleeding heart for them because I don't like the fact that they wind up without homes for so long. But yeah, that the baby. All right, but it's almost 2 o'clock. I've got to get up early, take music to work, as well as I've actually got to do more information grabbing on this. Just want another cato, but I'm not allowed anymore. I'd like to collect a cat of every color. Jesus. Yeah, like I honestly didn't think I was going to have another cat for a very, very long time. Then we went with Beans, and now we're going to wind up with Crowley here. Lord help me. Like, it always winds up happening, and because like I've noticed something when people know that you have one black cat, whenever they need to rehome a black cat, everybody comes to you. Because like this is the fifth time I've been come to about a black cat. Just I managed to help find homes for the other ones. Calico and tiger stripe gray cat. Oh, babies. I didn't know you had that many cats. Lord, 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 4 cats. Lord, I couldn't. I couldn't do it again. Mm-mm. When I was a kid, when I was a well, I say I was a kid. When I was a teenager, when I was living with my parents, my dad was bringing home cats left and fucking right because my dad was a crazy cat lady, basically. At one point in time, we were in a house with 10 cats, and I swore we would never do that again. You will actually take a black cat here. Get all the black cats. Yeah, that's kind of it. If we wind up, if by some weird stroke of what the fuck we wind up with a third, I swear it's going to be named Binks. That being said, I do not need a third. But yeah, no, we're gonna go ahead and call it for the night because I need to sleep. I need to get up early. I gotta do stuff. So yes, this has been Patch Hallows. Remember to keep your spirits high and your lanterns lit, and we will return tomorrow for another bit. Maybe. So I'm gonna call my catto guy to hook you up. No, 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 no. I don't know how you did 10, dude. Now I lost your mind somewhere around 7 because Dad just kept bringing them home. Dad just kept bringing them home left and right, and the way we wound up dealing with it was us kids started like my sister moved out at a young age, and I moved out shortly after she did, and we each took 2 cats with us. And then my sister wound up finding another cat, and it had kittens, and Lord help us, oh, a fuck ton of cats. Ugh. So mom and dad wound up with 10 cats twice. Lord help me. Ugh. But yeah. We're gonna take care of yourselves, take care of each other as always. Pleasant nightmares. I'll see all of you lovely peeps again tomorrow. We will be most likely playing more of Pocopia tomorrow. But until then, me.